Okay. Here we are at the Hager house, September 8th. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. Mom is at church. They're having a special service and a lunch, a farewell lunch just for her this morning, or breakfast rather. And I'm out here at the Hager house with Wrigley, who's very excited, and just making some video footage of our home here before Mom moves. There's my car, loading and unloading as always this week. Points of interest, that is the chicken house. And it's called that because there used to be a chicken pen there. When we first moved here, we had chickens and that was their house. And the workshop, affectionately called the shop. Spent many Saturday and Sundays there. Here's the barn. Used to have a couple additions on it. We tore those down before they fell down. Mom put in a fence to keep the dogs in. The hedgerow up there. Used to have a bunch of cars parked up there. Not anymore. Cleaned it all up. The grape arbor. Mom's old garden house. Mom's garden. Where the horseshoes are. There's our two-headed dinosaur tree down there. There's the tree house that my brother Charlie built for my niece and nephews, Charlie, Caroline, and Sam. There's the tree that we've walked across for years. Here's our basketball court. Right behind it is Poop Hill. We'll tell you that story later. Right down there is where we used to drive the trucks across the creek. Okay, here's the barn. Right now it is filled with stuff that we are selling in a garage sale. Yep, moving sale next week. Again, another shot of the garden and the grape arbor. Here's a magnolia tree that Butch gave Mom when he and Kate got married. Back side of the shop. Everything's a lot cleaner than I remember it. This is the hill. Had lots of fun on this hill. It's a turnaround in the driveway. Here's the cut through to Stanley and Kathy's house. There's Stanley and Kathy's over there. Very good neighbors. How many times have we walked across here? Okay, I'm at the bottom of the hill, looking up to the house. Up to the barn. And back this way. You can just see my dad down there with the weed eater. Terry took over those and done a beautiful job. Here's a lovely shot of a couple things. The quadruplexes that were next door to us. Always been a lot of interesting neighbors. And the hedgerow, where for years we dragged all kinds of stuff to put up on the hedgerow. There's Mom's lily she planted that she got from Buck Jones. There's Stanley's barn. And up the driveway. Here we are, Wrigley and I are heading up the driveway. Here's the fruit trees. Not too long ago at a party, Kevin Kapanik, somebody was mentioning fruit trees, and he mentioned something, apples, peaches, pears, and plums, and looked at me. I had no idea what he was talking about. And he said that my dad had told him that he planted our fruit trees in alphabetical order, apples, peaches, pears, and plums, so he could remember what was supposed to grow on which tree. This is what you see when you pull into the Hager home. This is our gate. Wrigley's back there behind it. There's the big H for Hager Compound. The Bowens have, the new tenants here, the new owners, have added a wire fence, but beautiful gate made by my brothers, Charlie, Jonathan, and Walter. Here's up to the end of the driveway where they're doing major construction, making Lenore Church Road a 4-lane divided highway. Oh, I can hear our neighbors are awake. I can hear the hot rod cars moving around. I forgot to mention were the beautiful cedar trees that have grown down along the driveway here. I guess it's good we're moving. They're all looking pretty shabby, the ones that are left. But every year, Christmas, we come up and cut down a big 18-foot tree and put in our living room and have lots of fun decorating it. It's the other side of the barn. It's locked up top. And the new addition there on the back for the tractor. We are up at the barn, looking out at the garden. The grape arbor. Boy, this grass sure is green. You never would know. There are about 1,000 paint cans and other toxic waste underneath that. Volleyball court. Back here is where Stanley has made his own family recreational area. Dr. Bowen's putting up fence all around the property. And here's Terry's bridge. Terry built that bridge across the creek. The horseshoe pits. There's the treehouse and the horseshoe storage area. Two-headed dinosaur. See the tail that comes down. Found another childhood memory. One of the posts from the old electric fence. From when we used to have cows out here. We used to have electric fence running all over the place. Famous crossing site, as witnessed by the dog. This part of the property is not quite so sightly. It's where they came in and put the sewer line in right down through the middle of our property. It made a handsome road cutting through one of the paths in the woods. Up to here we are at one of our famous, when we were kids, this was a famous place to come hang out. We used to play up here a lot. It's really scary back in those woods. Remember that moss. And great landscaping materials for Barbie. Okay, we'll head on down the creek. This is a real pretty part of the property. Dr. Bowen is going to build he and Courtney's house up here, across the creek. Lots of hardwoods. Here comes our dog. Slid down these rocks a few thousand times in this lifetime. Tobacco house. Definitely the social area. The picnic area of the Hager compound. Lots and lots of cookouts, fun and fellowship out here. Creek is a little low this weekend, but this is our favorite swimming hole. Still a favorite of the next generation, as we witnessed at Mom's 60th birthday party out here. So we do the cookouts. See, Terry's been at work because this tree used to be up there. Here's our favorite slide right there. That was a good one. We used to slide into right over there, which is now a resting place. And if you felt really brave, you take this little part all the way down. Keep going down the big hill and the bump into the big pond. And here's the really scary slide when it was rainy and I had to miss the rock at the bottom. Was part of the trick. When you get out, climb back behind that rock, which is covered in, I think it's called mountain laurel. Mom will have to help me with that one. And you came right back up here, ran all the way up and started all over again. When you got tired, you could come sit here in the little hot tub version. Lots of new creeks here that used to not be here. See how steep this is? Pretty scary when you're a kid. Yeah, I think I've memorized half of these crevices. Just knew exactly where to step. Side, come down over the big hill, right down into the pond. Jump up on those rocks. Jump over the Grand Canyon, up the steps, around the rocks. And these are the monkey trees back here. I don't know why we called them that, but I think because they were so easy to crawl all over. And sometimes we would go adventuring right down here and play a game to walk all the way down to Haney's Wash Hole in the creek. It's kind of scary in some parts. There used to be a path down to Haney's. We're going to try it. See, I can see some of it now. Thank you for that nice display there, Wrigley. Right. Great Fort place. I remember this place. We always had to jump over here. But we usually had some kind of board or stone or something to step on. This probably looks familiar. Here we had two options. To go down the rocks next to the creek here, or up the hill. It's a lot faster to go up the hill, but if you're barefoot, I definitely recommend the tricky up the rocks route.
A replacement, which I'm going to do tomorrow. I'll go get another one.
Mom's talking about her family.
I'm replacing my family.
No, she's selling that big white car.
That's right. Everything's going.
She's gonna give us a tour of the house now. Okay, Mom.
Oh, it's a sad tour of the house. This is what's left. Actually leaving some books, which is amazing, but everything else is going. Half the stuff is going to me and half to the boys that's left. The girls have already taken all the good stuff.
That's what happens.
Yeah, we divided everything up, so.
That stuff's all packing and going. Except that plant.
Take over that. You can see how clean my walls are. I took down all the pictures. Don't forget the hole in the wall by the fireplace. We had that strategically covered with the Cathedral of Chartres beautiful rose window picture. But
I hope Dr. Bowen doesn't see this tape.
He said as is for the house.
No pictures left anywhere. Something seems to be missing right there.
That's right. Beautiful Tiffany shade is going to Colorado.
Wait, what's that over there?
There it is.
There we go.
Allison even turned on the light switch the other night when she came in. It didn't work.
I think that was Kate. I'm much too intelligent to do something like that. Mom, do you think you're going to get all these boxes on the truck?
Well, that's their problem, not mine.
Look at all this stuff. Getting ready to go.
I guarantee you one thing, I'm not going to be able to get the car in the garage for a few months anyway. And I'm going to have to build some new walls to hang up all my pictures, but...
No, she doesn't. She's got a good decorator. He'll take care of all that for her.
Did you see my Olympic stuff that came back?
I did. Did you want to show the camera?
These are my...
Careful, those chairs and things are strategically placed.
This is my souvenir from the Olympics with all my memorabilia.
This way, it's got a glare on it.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Went to the opening night's rehearsal. That was so spectacular, and then the headlines were it was smashing, and it was definitely a smashing performance. my official map for telling people where to go and finding where to go myself, and my booklets and my tickets, and went to the equestrian venue, and it was just the most exciting thing in my life. Seriously, it was just marvelous. And then I also did my shirt. I don't know if you see that. I didn't do my funky little skirts, but put my shirt in. Someone said that they were offered $1,000 for one of these shirts, so when my kids get older, they will be riding in money. The shirt will probably be worth $500,000 by then.
Okay,
But
Charlie, we'll give it to you.
This was the pin from the 9th day, the day of the bombing. This is the one from the Marriott. I worked at the Marriott. This pin's the most valuable one. It's a medical pin. They only gave it to the people who worked in medical venues. This was the equestrian. My sister gave me that one. That's from St. Joseph's. Of course, Allison, it went right in the center of the picture. And this was from Olympic Park.
I didn't do that.
This was from the Olympic Park where I worked.
I think that St. Joseph's one is the most valuable. There were only 3,000 of those printed.
And this is AT&T who sponsored all this fun. And that was, what one's that?
Where are you?
Over here. I can't even read it. Oh, that was the rowing one that Aunt Joni and Uncle Al went to. And that was my official shirt. This was my name, my credentials. I got free Coke, and there's my MARTA pass. And the red was for the medical, so.
It's one stylish shirt there, Mom.
That's right.
Hey, okay. You were an Olympic shirt again today.
Here I am.
Get over it, Mom.
I won't ever get over it. It's so exciting.
It was a very exciting summer in Atlanta. The summer of '96.
Did you see the pictures I picked
when the
up?
world came to Atlanta and Good Ann left.
Turn that off a second. Did you see the pictures?
Okay, I have permission to film again. What is it?
This is one of the Rogers, R-O-D-G-E-R, that goes way back, a very old relative of mine, and she was in this pitiful, dilapidated old frame, so I took it up, and she's now looking very beautiful.
Nice hairdo.
And I hope I'm not directly descended. She looks like she's kind of got a bigger nose than I do, but it's kind of...
Mom, don't say that about your relatives.
But we put her in a real pretty frame, so I guess I'll go to Kate someday, since that's her middle name.
Roger, Roger.
I'll give Allison the coat of arms, the Tyler coat of arms. Where is that? Somewhere in here. I'll give that to you when we see it. Would you like that?
Okay, good.
I don't know where it is. Too many pictures.
This is all packing up and heading west.
Right.
We got all these great trunks out of the attic. But this is what the Hager house looks like before the move.
And Charleston